Right. We're starting the meeting at 7:08. And we are being videoed. Let's see. All right. Did everybody get a chance to look at the minutes from the last meeting?
Yeah. What was the last meeting, the date?
September 19th. I think you were there.
Yeah, okay. No, that's an agenda.
Do you want the minutes?
Yeah, I didn't get those minutes for some reason. Thanks.
I think I spelled your name right. Yep. I didn't bring my cheat sheet. Kate still has hers from when she was assistant.
While we're waiting, there were some issues with the old grammar school, some surveying issues.
Not talking about that now.
Well, nobody else was talking about anything else, so,
Gordon's reading the minutes, we can move on.
all right.
We gotta stick to the agenda.
Late after the meeting.
Okay, I've read the minutes.
Okay. Any corrections or changes?
No.
All in
I
favor?
was only here
Or-
for a part of it.
I move to accept the minutes as they are.
You what?
I'll second it.
I entertain a motion to,
So moved.
do that. Yep, so moved. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I abstained, I wasn't here.
Okay. All right. Now, the financial review. Kathy, we did collect another week since the last time. So I believe the last balance was pretty much close to $2,000, and so we probably have 2,200 would be my estimate.
Did you see her?
No. When did she send?
The number that I recall was just a little over 1,000.
And then you had some 400 something?
Yeah, but that wasn't included in the treasurer's report.
Okay. I included it, not knowing.
Oh, okay.
So Kathy says she went to the bank this morning and there's $1,392.80 there. She says, Dick, I will deposit the money I pledged when I get back. I totally forgot today.
Right.
So you had 450? Or how much did you?
I have 210 here.
$1,602, which, we'll see what we come up with, what we need for tonight. So that's, for the moment, what we have. All right. And fundraising, I mean, it's just basically asking for donations at this point.
Dick's doing a good job of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, surprised me too.
Yeah. All right. We'll figure out how much we need and then we'll put that all together. So, sign update. Lisa brought a sign. Do we like the design of the vote yes 6, number 6? It doesn't matter.
This is what we used for the override. Just to show you. It's gotta be clear, it's gotta be big, it's gotta be bold.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna use what, maroon and white?
I heard red.
Red.
Yeah, you were saying red on white.
Yeah, red on white.
Red on white, okay.
Both sign makers said for the max contrast, red on white.
Doesn't matter to me. Does that matter to you?
Nope.
We want it imprinted on their retina, you know, as they drive by, it's like,
Yeah, well, you can see on this, the background's purple, but
That bounces out, yeah.
the darker background pushes the white at you. So that's what you want. So whether it's red or maroon or something, you know, like this.
That's fine. Do you want to just do something like that? Bounce it back out like that? Doesn't matter what we need to figure it out tonight, I think.
Well, the design doesn't matter as long, if everybody
it does.
agrees on the color red as the background with white lettering.
red lettering with white.
You know, my thought before, last time was everything is so politics, it's red or blue, you know, and something different might be something different, but, you know,
Well, you can use this again. I mean, this is,
The purple.
but it's, and the green just doesn't seem to,
no, the green
it.
blends with the lawns and
Yeah.
things like that.
yeah.
I like purple, obviously.
I don't care.
Want to go for purple, or you want to go for red?
Purple fun.
Purple,
Okay.
I don't care.
Purple's
move-
different.
I move that we accept the purple, white, and
Purple with white letters.
yes.
Want to vote on it? I guess we do have 3 open space people here. We can vote on that if we want. Don't need to? Yeah.
And I like the way that it's laid out too.
This one?
That has to say question 6, right?
Yeah, because, I mean, this doesn't even say what it's for down on the bottom.
Right, because this was just, there was only one question,
Oh,
okay? And it said May 8th, but if you look at this, this says 7 and 8. Because for this particular issue, you have to go to town meeting and to the ballot.
oh, yeah.
So when you went to the ballot, it was only on the 8th. Okay? But that doesn't mean, you know, it can't be adjusted here so that it just says on 6 or something like that.
Yeah, I like the way that Sue laid it out. Vote yes, 6.
So you like the squares on the left and the big 6 on the right.
Right.
Okay.
With white lettering and purple background.
Yep, just for you.
I'll wear a little white t-shirt underneath.
It's basically 3 rectangles, right? Vote on the top, yes on the bottom, and the big 6.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and there was a number sign, but, you know,
With the addition, that at the very bottom, it says
right. Community Preservation,
Community Preservation Act. In tiny little print, so that we meet any possible legal requirements.
Okay, I'll get it, a mock-up done.
so I think we should do 100. What, you want to get the map out and look, but,
I've got to work them out, but
I mean, we can walk in the other room and look at the map.
we're 36 square miles and we got a lot of roads and everything, so, plus then sometimes these signs walk by themselves every once in a while, and there's a few, plus you can use some as sandwich boards,
Yeah, when we're advertising, whatever.
put some on sticks for election days, things like that, so I would recommend 100.
Nope.
But I don't,
Want to talk about the cost?
what happened to the price I got from before?
600 or 6,
Right here.
Where?
The 2 local sign makers, same sign, same size. Both of them, if you want 10 signs, was $20. One of them said for every 20 beyond that, for every 10 beyond that, is another $20. So it's just straight, linear. One of them started degrading it at the second 10, which is 17. But that's not much. And then if you go to down to Vistaprint, and you go to the far right, you'll see that the numbers are substantially less than local.
So just to be clear, Dick, because like the first line, local, that you have here, 1 to 10, that's $20 per sign,
Yes, including the price of the stamp.
the HY,
That's one of the locals.
including the HY.
Yeah, and the other local though was $20 plus the cost of the sign.
Right, but my original was 100 signs at $4 a piece, plus the HY. The total was 600.
It was this big.
No, they were this size.
They weren't even bigger than this? You looked at ones that were 4 inches bigger each way, too.
Well, do you have? does
Despite
anybody
that,
have
no.
But they were like this size. I didn't get any small ones. Those are your small ones.
Yeah.
I was looking at them.
So
This
where
is
did yours
22
come
and
from?
28. These are Conley signs, I believe. Conley printing.
All right, I didn't check Conley Printing.
Well, that was the first.
This?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, that's postcard. Yard signs, 100 yard signs, 22, all right, 22 by 28, not 24. One color, two-sided, $4.75 each, plus $125 each for the H-frame. That's $6 a piece. That gives you 100 for $600 plus tax.
Plus stand, plus tax, plus,
No, that includes the stand?
$6 includes the sign and the stand,
wow. Wow.
plus tax is the only thing. So it's $600 plus tax. So what's that? 60 bucks?
Yeah.
660 bucks.
That's an amazing price.
The guy does a lot of volume.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody object to going for that?
No.
No objection.
Is that, so it's 22 by 28?
Yeah, I'll double check that. But
That's an odd,
this is
yeah.
24 by 28.
Right.
Or 22 by 28. I mean by
you can make it work.
22 by 28.
Yep. That is 22 by 28? Yeah, then it's fine.
Okay.
You could squeeze
That's
those
good.
3 things on anything. 22 by 28. Okay.
Do we appear to have a design? We appear to have a cost
And a color.
and a color. We're ready to go. When can we place the order?
As soon as possible,
Tomorrow, if I
right?
have the time.
And
What's the lead up to delivery?
Pick up, unless you want to pay for doing it.
Well,
It's like a week.
okay.
Where is this sign shop?
I want to say Waltham.
Is it in Waltham?
Waltham, yeah.
I could have gotten it while I was at lunch.
Keep you posted sometime.
Yeah, maybe we can meet again.
I'd offer to drive there and pick them up, but I'd get lost.
I'd go because Mighty Squirrel Brewery is there.
No,
so-
I'm serious. I would get lost.
Mighty Squirrel?
Mighty Squirrel Brewery?
Yeah,
Sounds like my kind of We'll go together.
Yeah.
okay.
Do we have to come right back?
No,
Do I have to get minutes for this meeting and then an agenda for this pickup?
Because he's nuts.
Okay,
That's why he knows that Mighty Squirrel.
yeah.
no.
It works then, huh?
All right, signs, done,
Okay,
hopefully.
Hopefully.
okay, flyers. Now, these are the ones that we made. And Becky took pictures of these so that both sides could fit in. And it would be color on Christie's printer because this would look much better in color than it would. And that these are the 9x6 size.
And those would be mailed.
No, these would,
Those are the inserts.
Oh, those inserts.
And we need them by a week from Saturday, a week from tomorrow.
When we get them.
Yeah, 'cause she said she would do them on her printer. She has a high-speed printer, so she should be able to do those without a problem.
In color.
Yep, in color. Want to see them?
but so, has somebody laid them out on a piece of paper?
Becky took a picture of them, and she was going to juggle them around so that they fit better,
In
my
color.
style.
In color.
Yeah,
And it's two-sided.
right. Yep. This is 92% of the size of that. So we could just make paper things to just hand out or whatever, same thing, but just slightly smaller on paper. Too. The flyers or the,
Hand out like at the dump and
So
Oktoberfest.
you just have to have something that you can just cut in half, right?
right.
So that should be able to,
Yeah, I mean, we'll just go get some white paper and do that up for that.
Yep.
so how many do you think you need for, what, 6,000 or 7,000 people come by? Maybe, how many are from Douglas?
I was thinking for the Oktoberfest, we should just throw something smaller out like this. On either blue or yellow paper, which I have excess of.
So this would be 40 machines.
Right. And we could print them up, you know, anywhere, put them on color, black and white on color. And they'd stand out. That, I was at a brewery. Have you been to the Sama one? And someone just came along and was just throwing them down on the tables, you know, a couple at a per table for, it was about costumes for Halloween, but, you know, it was just a tiny little piece, one-sided.
You can leave the back blank.
Could put a picture of you on the back.
Anybody's thoughts?
How many people are actually going to take them and read them? Or are they just going to be,
Yeah, that's why I thought if they were small, then they maybe stuff them in their pocket.
That was an email, actually.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah, I forgot what the email is. But that's why I left it blank. Figure it out when the time comes.
That's just for Oktoberfest though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then these would be more, you know, maybe leaving them here and there,
Yeah.
whatever.
Like, but instead of asking a question, I think we need to sort of
Why we need it.
Douglas needs, make a declarative statement.
Yeah.
Douglas needs the Community Preservation Act, and then the rest of it. So it's,
Yeah.
because now we're sort of basically on the edge of persuasion versus, you gotta do this.
you will do this?
Yes,
You will vote
Else.
yes.
you will. And if you vote yes, Gordon will
Yes.
take you to the, what is it called?
Mighty squirrel.
Mighty Squirrel.
Yeah.
I don't know, where's that one? You mean?
No, it's in Waltham.
Oh, okay.
Waltham.
Yeah, that's right. Back to the beginning.
There's also one right next to Fenway Park.
I'm not going all the way in there for a beer. I don't even like beer.
All right, so we're gonna do this for Oktoberfest, 4 to a sheet, so how many do we need?
Is that the only place it'll be used?
Insert.
Do you have other ideas for major numbers of people between now and November 5th?
Or what else are we handing out?
So we
The
had,
the shrunk down size of that, or? I mean, basically, I thought we were just going to wander around and ask people if they were from town and if they wanted to know about, if they were a voter, they'd like to know about the Community Preservation Act. No, thanks.
so what's the other piece? What was that for?
This one,
Yeah,
well, it was, let's see, but that was the insert, this was, I don't know, it was just, for having around, I guess, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't, just stick to the smaller, but,
well, I'm just asking, where else are you gonna get people congregating in big numbers between now and,
You're not, that's the only place.
that's the only place? So you can make a smaller amount of these,
these,
the half sheet, to leave in places like the library or something like that, but that's why,
this isn't really necessary, maybe.
no, I think that's more effective for Oktoberfest, but this,
Is between times.
right,
Yeah, that's when we would use it. But that is the insert, this is the backup to the insert, and this is just a quick flash at the Oktoberfest.
right, just to get it in people's head, oh, I gotta vote on question 6.
And then all of a sudden, thousands of signs all over the
Right.
place. You trip over them.
So, and then we have to also discuss a
Refresh my memory.
mailer, but
What were we talking about?
Well, maybe this was the mailer.
$2,000 to send, that the post office was gonna help us mail something to every household in Douglas.
Right.
I haven't heard that here. Have we-
yes,
That's-
but somebody wanted a different piece of a handout. That's what we've been kicking around.
Are we still doing the mailing to every,
Every door direct, right? This piece.
okay,
So it
That's
was,
the 6 by 9.
yes,
right.
this is smaller actually than the 6x9. This is a little smaller, but it's basically, it would be this size.
Is that a half sheet?
No, this was
Actually-
printed for some, this was
Oh, I see.
two-sided, glossy, it was printed
So it
for
is
something.
half sheet, yeah.
Yeah. So if I can get the piece, basically, with the pictures, I need to get it to the printer so he can give me the true price, because it's less than that first quote. It's like $1,200 for every mailbox
Okay,
in town, but they have to pre-sort it to qualify, so we can qualify for that really low rate.
is that pre-sorting by zip code only?
Zones, zip code and zones.
Zones.
Oh. Do we just need a quantity?
No.
The zip code and zone, quantity of 500, quantity of 732?
Yeah, they get that from the post office.
And that's what we have to do to turn it back into the post office?
No, they'll do that.
All right, who's they?
Postal Center in Milford or Franklin. But I just need to get a final quote, and I was hoping to have,
So is it going to be color?
yes,
Okay. And it's this, it's those 2 sheets wherever they
Right.
are, yeah.
All right, so you're suggesting that the bigger flyer be mailed to all households in Douglas, and that the smaller flyer be handed out at the Oktoberfest?
And then this one, which is just slightly smaller, that we can run off on copy machine, you know, on paper, and cut it in half. can just be for anything that's, leave it at the library, just something to just leave around and, or distribute to people.
I thought that was what was being mailed to all households in Douglas.
This is not 6 by 9, that's 6 by 9, the bigger one, the two-sided one, wherever it is. I probably have it.
All right, so in direct mail, you know what happens. Especially in campaigns, right? Especially at this time of year, except we're not getting them that much. But in direct mail during a campaign, it's basically you have to do it, but once it gets to the door, I know people who just, it comes to the mail, they pick it up, and they put it on the table, and they say, I'm not looking at this stuff until the day I go to vote. Or it goes immediately into the circular file.
Right,
But, so all you want to do is get in their head
right.
2 words, right? Vote yes, vote whatever,
Vote yes, number 6.
yes. So, I guess I got to see the mock-up, because
Right.
maybe it's too busy, I don't know.
Right,
But,
but we,
My question is, why do we have 3 different flyers?
well, we can ask the printer to do an overrun, get another 100 copies, so that we don't have to do this.
All right.
Because even if it lands in someone's mailbox, if they pitch it, they might see it at the pizza place or
Yeah.
at the library.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this is how I ended up with some of these, because
Yeah.
this was a smaller card, but this was a postcard.
Is the smaller card more beneficial at Oktoberfest?
I think that's the way to go for Oktoberfest.
just a tiny little quarter sheet. You're the one that likes the little sheets.
Well, like little printing.
Well, maybe it has to be just cut down a little. Maybe it just has to be vote yes on question 6.
I like the one with pictures on it.
So,
You can't get pictures on these, though.
Right.
Yeah, we'll have both. If we don't get an overrun, this is very simple just to get Christie to print these off. And they'll be just like the other ones, but slightly smaller.
so it's Becky that has,
Christie,
no, but who's got the photos?
Becky,
Okay, and the copy,
yeah.
all right. Because I need to send,
She might be away,
yeah, that's all right.
because
But
I
if you
tried
look
to
at-
call her yesterday.
If you look at this, what I just handed out, this is called a TikTok, which we are today at the CPA meeting as we speak, right? And this gives you an idea, okay, so we ticked off this, finalized signs, we did that. Okay, mailer responsibilities, who's gonna take care of the mailer, who's gonna take care of getting the quarter sheet done, that kind of thing. All right, because you still have to,
Yep, type it,
yeah,
print it up, yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll do the quarter sheet, but I have to, I don't have the computer, so I will get Kathy to do the quarter sheet for me.
so I need pictures, the pictures from Becky and stuff like that. Okay, but here, then you can see, all right, the 5th is Oktoberfest, we have to be out there, and it's the quarter sheet on a piece of colored paper, right? That we make the most hits as we can with people who say, yes, so that we can even modify these signs to walk around with them like a sandwich board, right, in the back.
You can make signs walk.
Yeah. Yeah, and then if you're really lucky, if you're still at this, maybe we can make signs and walk on water.
How about singing? Maybe we can get them to sing in a chorus.
I'd like to turn water to wine myself.
Okay, so Oktoberfest, which is a week from Saturday, is where we need to make sure we've got everything together, right?
And we're picking up cans at the dump that day.
So
Yep.
we need to make sure we have this quarter sheet, we need to hopefully have signs by then, and people
Signs by then.
signed up to do an hour or 2 hours as part of the day, and the deal is you go up, you see people and you're like, are you a Douglas voter? And they say, no, thank you very much. You only want to talk to Douglas voters. That's the only,
Right.
Yeah.
that's the only thing, we need their vote.
So how many can we hand out in that period of time?
That's what I was trying to get to. So if we do 200 sheets of paper, what's a ream these days?
800.
800?
Hey, is it 800? I thought it was
I
500.
think it's
What-
500.
What did she ask?
A ream of paper.
A ream
Oh.
of paper has 500
If we
sheets
do
in it.
this,
I think 500.
I have probably that much of this paper,
Yeah, so if you put 2,
and I have a paper cutter.
if you put 4 on a sheet and you run 200 sheets, that's
Right.
800 pieces. Okay? Or if you want to make it an even, close to an even 1,000, whatever, but it's a minimum of 200 full-size sheets,
Yep,
okay?
yep.
So then we can divvy up who's going to be where when, because we have one more meeting between now and Oktoberfest. Right?
We do, yep. Yep, the 3rd.
Any other thoughts or questions about Oktoberfest?
Well, Dick is doing, no, you're doing Tuesday at the dump that week, right? Yep. And I think Becky's doing Thursday, and Gordon's doing Saturday morning, and I'm doing Saturday afternoon. So we have limited,
Yeah.
I won't be there in.
So we have to get other people.
So I'll go, from the dump, I'll go to Oktoberfest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep,
So we'll have a spot where we can meet people and exchange material, things like that.
yep, well, maybe a meeting point like the library or someplace.
It'd be good to have clipboard, because we can take names and phone numbers for people who want to help us out, things like that.
Mhm.
And then just talk to people. I don't think we need a table, we just need to keep talking to people.
Yep.
Circulate.
Mhm.
Go up Depot, come back, go down. Okay? Any other ideas?
No, I think that's great.
So, I'm just gonna go on to this,
Yep,
but just to go through this TikTok. So we talked about a cable show, we should produce that the week of the 5th and get the lawn signs out. And we have to come up with a whole plan, because I think it's best to just put the lawn signs out all at the same time. Okay? And then on the 10th, we have another meeting. Then the plan, I believe, was to make sure the mailer is in the mail and drops in the boxes before October 19th, which is the first day of early voting.
Mhm.
And then it's there basically for the next 2 weeks. And then at the same time around the same time that the mailer drops, the cable show can start running. So early voting starts on the 19th. I'm sure there are other things I can add to this. Then we have 2 more meetings between then and Election Day. And Election Day, we might want to do stand out just with our signs and things like that, and say, remind people to vote.
3rd, 10th.
I think you'll have a lot of traffic.
I think so.
Yeah, we have a few meetings.
Mm-hmm.
We have weekly meetings, but might as well.
Well, if you don't need them, that's
Yep.
great too, but,
Yep,
okay.
yep, sounds good. I didn't get you.
Is there anybody who wants to work on the cable piece?
On the what?
Cable piece.
Table?
Cable.
CABLE, yep.
Sarah, cable piece.
Is it just a presentation?
Well, we
Basically,
sit here and talk with people on Zoom?
Oh, so I suggested that it's basically, it could be here, it's easier to do it here, but it is an exchange between two of us, or two people who are familiar with the CPA, and somebody can ask questions off camera, but that the questions, we have figured out the questions in advance, and we're not taking questions from an audience. And then it can be run on the YouTube channel. Because I think with the Zoom, it's just a lot more production headache than what we would
Right.
have time or capacity for.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So answer set questions.
Yeah, so we introduce ourselves type of thing. We have signs in the background, right? CPA vote, yes, question 6, that kind of thing. And any other props that we might need. But it's two people exchanging information to the audience. This is what the little history about the CPA.
And, yeah, and the audience is a person that's asking questions that we've set up.
Yeah, but you're talking to the cameras because the audience is the folks at home. And I don't know if anybody has any thoughts about time, because I was thinking it's 10 to 15 minutes at the most,
Yeah.
because that's a lot of
I agree
time.
with that.
And we can say that right up front, we can say, please listen, we will only take up 15 minutes of your time.
But it's, so it runs randomly on the cable?
Well, it's on the YouTube, so
Okay,
if we get that, we can post it on the Facebook page.
okay.
Go watch this, and we keep posting it, because then it's basically whenever you have 10 minutes to sit down, you can
Right.
click on that YouTube and
Yep.
watch it.
Yep.
It's not a static, or, you don't have to wait till it's scheduled or anything like that. You can just go. So it's up to us to pass that around and make sure as many people watch it as possible.
Talk it up, yeah.
So I'm gonna, I started working on basically on a script or some background stuff and everything, and if people have ideas or any particular points beyond what we've already been kicking around for a couple months, let me know.
Yep,
I think it would be great if we can get you and
I'd be glad to do that.
Becky or Kathy and,
And you could ask the questions and... we
or,
could-
yeah,
you're-
whatever. But maybe we could do that one of the, how many other nights do we have? Check my page.
The 3rd, the 7th, the 10th, and the 17th.
The 5th, maybe. I don't know. We got to talk to a couple people and see if they're able to help us produce it.
The 5th is that a Friday?
No, the 5th is a Saturday.
Okay.
So.
Oh, yeah,
we've
that's the
got
Oktoberfest,
3rd.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we've got the 3rd that we could,
Organize it.
no, or if we have it, it's not going to take long if we just
Can do it right then and there, yeah.
decide how we want to do it, or some other night, whatever, and come in and do it.
Okay, good. Sounds great. Every little bit. Yeah.
What else we got?
And mine signs out, yeah. Flyers. Education, outreach, Zoom, Facebook, neighborhood groups, adult social centers.
I forgot to bring the Tribune. Your letter to the editor was in the Tribune
Oh, I
today.
didn't go to the mailbox yet, yeah.
Yep,
I just go to the mailbox.
I forgot to bring it.
It was raining.
Sometimes he doesn't stop either.
Sue's letter to the editor was in the Tribune. Congrats,
Thanks.
good job.
Yeah, did they spell my name right?
Who's up next? Who's up for this week?
I'm on the 18th. Katie Grace and I are going to do the 18th.
I don't know, where's my
Yeah,
chart?
and you don't have to do it yourself, or
Yeah.
we don't have to just have us.
Maybe
If you have
Here we are.
other
Write a
people,
letter to the Tribune.
we can write the letter for you, you just gotta send it in.
Or the Express, yeah. Kathy is next week,
Well, that's,
the 20th, the trip.
On the 25th.
today's the,
The 18th.
Oh.
oh, okay. So she's gotta get it in, today's the 26th. She's gotta get it in tomorrow.
Is there a reason that this stopped here?
Yeah, because I'm not finished.
Can you explain it?
It's just the start,
Yeah,
yeah, beginning of.
Yeah.
good start.
Yeah? So it's just like a fireside chat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
without the dog.
Oh, we could bring the dog. Oh, that's
Bring
always
your
a
mother's
big,
dog.
yeah,
Dogs are good, yeah.
that's always a big draw.
That was for Roosevelt.
Yeah, exactly.
I could bring my cat.
Good.
Babies are good. Everyone
Babies
wants
are
to kiss
good.
babies. I know. Or grandmothers. No. All right. Okay, letters. I have, now, this, I'm confused about, I want to write a letter to this, we really were going to do an insert instead, we were talking, instead of a letter. There's really not a whole,
They don't do letters,
yeah,
just an insert.
okay. So one of these inserts?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Insert. Okay.
You want to look at any of these stuff?
When did you say it had to be there?
The 4th of October.
Because maybe it just ends up being on a piece of colored paper.
Yep. Yep, whatever we end up, if it's one of these,
Right.
but they can put it in each one, huh? Just
I guess.
Just
Yeah, they
hand it
just-
to them, yeah,
Yeah. I don't really know how they do it.
yeah.
Oh, that's what I was looking for.
There you go.
So I'll find out. How many?
Who's the young lady sitting over there?
I don't know.
Yeah, just be subtle about it, go ahead. What's her name?
Betsy.
Betsy.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if we need not by Boston control.
Yeah, I thought that was a little different.
Something by a
but
local
yeah.
committee or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, controlled locally. I'll put that in there, yeah.
I'll just do the same.
Yeah, I mean, like, this can be bold and these not so bold, and,
Yeah, if we have somebody just
yeah.
lay it out.
Yeah, Betsy took it, Becky,
mean-
but,
This was laid out by a designer and it looks really sharp, so.
Yeah.
Okay. What else we got?
that was it. Old new business not reasonably anticipated within the last 48 hours.
I don't have anything.
Nothing? Next meeting, I mean, I guess I'll just book meetings till the election on
Yeah.
Thursday evenings.
You can always cancel it, but
Right.
Who's
you
doing,
don't have,
who's doing Thursday next week? Bottles and cans?
Thursday is Becky, I believe.
Becky, you believe?
She's the one that usually followed you. I don't know what happened to Scott.
We've been missing some tie wraps, some things to tie off the bottles.
I put all the bags in the middle drawer that I had,
Yeah.
and all the
I
ties.
think I'm down
I
to
just
4.
tie the bag.
I think I'm at 4. But what I'm offering are the zip ties, which what I've been using to tie them off.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna
If you
send
wanna-
it flying across the aisle here. Ready? Didn't make,
There.
Rebound. I got the rebound.
yeah.
You did the
I'm going to
feed.
throw it into the hoop in the middle. Yep, these fine, I have longer ones. My husband used to work at Denison. We got some, but, you know, there are quite a few in the drawer, even though one of the boxes came without any. But yeah, I'd say leave them in the middle drawer,
okay.
and then they're there, and then when we're done, we can just take whatever's left home or whatever. It caught the wind wrong. I'll get it
It
later.
vanished.
Yeah,
Absolutely vanished. Where did it go?
so,
we good?
all right, yeah, I entertain a motion to,
Entertain.
yeah,
I so moved.
end the meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. It's 7:52, 54.
54.